Thank you. Thank you. Chrissy, this may be a Margaret stream. I may be a little bit of a hot mess. Hello, Lisa. We are in the kitchen because did it fix? Okay, yeah, I had to hit the unmute. He was barking when I first went live, so I muted it. And then I didn't unmute it. Landscaper's still here. I did not realize that he was fertilizing today, and that's fine, but Puppy is just not having it. So I think I've got this figured out, but we'll see. So first, we're going to start out with my disclaimer. Everything I say today is based on public content and my own opinion. This is not legal advice. I'm not an attorney. I am a paralegal, but I'm not an attorney, and I'm not practicing law without the advising. I can't even talk. I'm not practicing law without the observation of an attorney. If you're watching and looking for drama, maybe, maybe not, but not really going to be drama. We deal with receipts, recordings, and reality. I'm going to go over the sound is cutting in and out. I was worried about that. Thank you. Thank you. So we're gonna go this way. Give me 2 seconds to add this to my MacBook. Bluetooth. Connect. Okay, is that any better? Let me know. I didn't realize it muted. My AirPods, I've got to take them in to the Apple store and have them look at it because they keep going in and out on me. Okay, perfect. So we're going total Margaret mode. Sorry, guys. The more Margaret and I talk, the more we realize that we have so many things in common. It's crazy. And I'll text her and she'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about that," or "I was just doing that." It's really weird. Not in a bad way, just really weird because Chrissy, Chrissy knows Margaret and I had a past. We weren't always on the same page. And it's just really weird to find out somebody that you've grown close to has so many things in common. But okay, let's jump into this. We're going to go over Lori's video yesterday. I'm using Teresa Freeman's video, and I'm going to put a link to it in the description when we're done. And let's see, share screen. Let me go little. Okay, add. Wow, thanks. I'm trying to figure this out. This is my very first StreamYard. Okay, so let's get into Lori here. We're going to play a little bit of it. Let me start with. Let me know if there's an echo. I'm sorry.
You know, it's pretty sad they worry about little Miss Lori Jones when their record's about this fucking big, bro. The fuck? You better clear up some of that record that you got going over there. Quite a few of you, actually. Oh boy. See, I've been in trouble myself, when
I have to wonder whose record. Hi, Lori. Whose record is she talking about? I know people love to bring up Margaret has a record. Oh, I didn't realize I could do this. Uh, Margaret doesn't have a record. And if that's what she's referring to, I can tell you that I myself, under the direction of an attorney and Margaret's approval, I pulled her record. She's not a felon. She doesn't have any convictions. So this one here keeps babbling on about these records. I'm not understanding. I would like to see proof. If you're going to open your mouth and you're going to put out information, you're going to have to provide proof or zip it.
and when I was in addiction, I stole from Walmart. It was like $97. Well, then when I ended up going to Florida, I didn't know there was even a warrant for me. Well, yeah, I come back to here, and Lori didn't mind her business, and she fucked around and found out. Well, I was defending this old.
Unfortunately, I grabbed the wrong video, but I did not realize that, Lisa. Yes, she is listening to Boss Liar. Boss Liar is not and has never been a paralegal. So I don't know why she would be listening to her. Let's see, this was yesterday's video. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to grab that one. Oh, no, not this one. Videos. Baker. My puppy has decided that he's going to get into stuff. Baker, come. Lay down, buddy. Let's see, here it is, the 6:42 a.m. Sorry. I'll link that other video as well.
So, just out of curiosity, if any of you think you can just show up to court, there's people that will be handling you. Because, yeah, they already aware certain ones showed up the first court date that, so they pop, pop. And, so the right people, you show, and then, yeah.
Okay, so this video, it freezes every now and again, and you just get a freeze frame, which is fine with me because we don't really need to see too much of Lori. But let's jump right into that. So she is stating witnesses cannot come. So what happened is Andy supposedly, I don't know this for a fact because I can't find it on the court system website, but he filed for a protective order. And what that entails is you file a petition, you have to outline specific allegations, you have to provide proof and evidence. There's a court hearing that later happens that, both parties can present their information. An ex parte order is when you first present the petition, both parties don't need to be there. A temporary order of protection can be implemented at that time, but both parties don't need to be there, and then they set it for hearing. And this is the hearing that Lori is talking about. And can witnesses be banned from the courtroom? Let's see. Here's where Lori starts rewriting the legal procedures. No, witnesses are not magically banned from a courtroom unless the judge grants a motion to exclude witnesses before the testimony. That's common in criminal cases to prevent contamination. Like if the witnesses are going to come up later, they can tell them, you need to sit out in the hallway, or we'll call you when it's your day to be on the stand. If there's any safety issues, like if there was a hostile witness, or if somebody had threatened, if I see her in person, I will do ABC. That person can be held out until it's their time to testify, brought in by a bailiff and sat to speak. If it's a closed hearing, many of the hearings with the girls are closed hearings because there's minors involved. None of these things exist in this case. All witnesses can come in and nobody's going to be standing there, and Lori doesn't have these superpowers that she can say, I don't want him to bring anybody in, and they're like, oh, Lori Jones spoke. Nobody's coming in. That doesn't happen. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do this and hear myself. So what does happen is they'll get to court. Witnesses will be set with Andy. Her witnesses can be set with her. And as the case is called, he can call his witnesses. What I'm not sure on in Indiana is if those witnesses have to be on a witness list prior to the date of the hearing. I know sometimes here, you can bring your witnesses in for orders of protection, but you have to have them on a witness list. You have to have a roster of who is going to come in and talk. All right, so let's go back into this.
It'll get taken from there. That's that. None of you know my family, period. You don't know us. So you only know nicks and pieces is what you know.
We only know nicks and pieces. Does anybody else remember nicks being the head lice stuff? It's weird that she uses that phrasing. But Lori has put her life online for several years. Several years. And we've got the right to commentate on it. Oh, I'm sorry, something just popped up on my screen. So if you put it out there for public consumption, the public has a right to have an opinion and commentary on your life. And if you're out here threatening somebody, and these witnesses have witnessed you threatening, they have the right to go into the courthouse and say, yes, I have witnessed on such and such a day her threatening A, B, or C with whatever. Good afternoon, Vegas. I appreciate you guys for being here. I know this is going to be a hot mess, and I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Hello, Ravioli. Uh, my cat is antagonizing the dog. This is my life now. Kid you guys not. I've gone from a very quiet, peaceful office to holy Moses. Having a dog is like having a toddler. Thank you, Chrissy. I love you. You're my biggest cheerleader. Okay, so I forgot where I was. Oh, yeah, you can't say that people don't know you, Lori, because you have put it all out there for people to know you.
That's good. Oh, well, you wanted to be out for blood? Well, I'm out for bloodder. Just saying. You want to be out for blood? I'm out for bloodder. Just saying.
What does that even mean?
You know, nothing wrong. Nothing. And I keep nothing from nobody. Nothing. Because I'm not scared. So, what I do is, communication is number one key, baby. Communication. If you ain't got that, then what the fuck do you got? Yeah. Ooh. Oh. My attorney is more like if you doing something wrong, he definitely getting in your ass. Definitely. He is old school. He ain't gonna lie for you. He ain't gonna cover up nothing for you. He's old school. Very old school.
That's not old school. That's called ethics. You can be disbarred if you go in and knowingly lie for a client. That's called legal ethics. There's a code of ethics that you have to take when you take the bar exam. You're sworn in. Once you pass the bar exam, you go to the swearing in ceremony, and there's a code of ethics. I have a code of ethics. There are things that we cannot do, nor will we do, because sometimes you can go to jail. And I'm sorry, I'm not losing my career for Lori Jones. I'm sure there's no attorney out there that is going to risk their career and the time that they've put in for Lori Jones. A morality clause, yes. Hey, Mama D. Yeah, there's a code of ethics. And you state that, I will uphold the law to the best of my ability with truth and dignity. And I should have looked up the code of ethics. And I could recite it to you guys. I'll put it up later. The ethics exams are all it's all in with our bar exam. Like, well, for my paralegal bar, I'm not sure. I'd have to ask my sister about her exams. But for my paralegal bar, I had like the bar exam, the ethic, like all of it in one. And then I had like a psych eval and stuff like that. So, and that was years ago. I have to renew my certification here soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, but I'm wondering. I'll look. I'll pull up the code of conduct and the ethics.
To the ones that think they're law enforcement on TikTok, show up to court. Please do. Hey, that would. Yeah. So, yeah. If you don't know my family, meaning, me, my children, or my children's father, which is Benaki, that's his name. So if you don't know none of us like that, then you ain't got no room to fucking talk at all. What, you know so much because of what, TikTok or whatever Lori does here or there. Well, anyway, again, I'm doing nothing wrong. Like they said, you're doing nothing wrong, Lori. You doing what you need. Period. Like harassing my landlord, this and that. Oh, we got the videos, baby. We got them all. Assignment done. Assignment done. Now all these videos will be getting played in the courtroom.
Harassing the landlord. Oh, sorry. Harassing your landlord via video. I don't know of anybody that's done that. I do know that I know your landlord. I've talked to your landlord. Uh, Nobody's harassing your landlord via video.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything takes a process, and I'm working with the processing. Certain things are not okay. It's just not okay. So, there's lots of videos. I mean, he put him. Oh, easy. He says the judge says I got all day. I got all. My attorney said, "Yeah, let's do it." So today, I got a floppy disk courtroom. Then all of us will sit there and watch these videos. Yeah. I just can't wait to hear what the judge has to say about this. Like, you see this? These are grown motherfucking people, bro. Grown people. Yeah, so that's what Lori's got to do and get it done today.
So let's answer some questions first. Yeah, Chrissy, I've never heard an attorney, um, and I deal with them outside of the courtroom. We go to dinners and golf outings and stuff like that. I've never known one to speak like that. Uh, Chrissy the floppy. Um, yes, I knew the landlord before she rented to her. It was like I was texting Margaret in the middle of the night. One night it was pretty late. It wasn't the middle of the night. It was pretty late. But I pulled up the court record of the eviction. I'm like, holy crap! I know these people. Like what the hell? So yeah, it was. I'm going to give you some details on a floppy disk. Am I friends with them now? No, no, because her statement, like when I explained to her where the money came from to pay the back rent, and then she explained to me that she also helped Lori get rental coverage from the state or whatever to help pay some of the back rent. She's like, money's money. I don't care. I'm like, you're going to run into the same issues with her. And she's like, no, 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 we made an agreement. It's fine. Um, I know. Same, Chrissy. After 9, it's middle of the night. Like anything later than 9 o'clock, and I'm considering it the middle of the night. There may be. I can I verify that yet? No. Do I have feelers out to figure that out? Yes. I do know, and I can tell you this was verified to me that Mike is actually an electrician that went out there to shut off the furnaces. You know, that gas furnace. They have to be shut off in the summertime. So he went out to shut off the gas and to fix some lighting in that building and a few others. So that's who Mike was. His name's not Casper. It's I don't even know if it's Mike. Honestly, I just know that the gentleman that went to our house was there to do maintenance. Um, Absolutely, absolutely. But your past behavior is a great indicator of your future behavior. Uh, Unless change is brought forth, it's going to be more of the same. I don't see Lori changing anything ever. We can go back to her 2021 and 2022 YouTube, and she's the same person as she is now, except she doesn't have her daughter's Adderalls to maintain her weight. Um, so we're going to get into what a public defender actually does. She's trying to say that this public defender is going to start pulling in uh, people on TikTok into her case. She has a public defender because she is charged criminally with child neglect. My dog is eating my rug. Give me 1 second.
My attorney gave me a time limit. He's so sweet. He's really sweet. He's a sweet guy. Really sweet guy. Really sweet. He's so sweet. He's really sweet. He's a sweet guy. Really sweet guy. Really sweet. Really, really sweet. They know about petitions of dogs to Lori. They got it all. It's getting played in the courtroom. You know, like the dog people, they got the video.
Okay, so that's not getting played in the courtroom. Her case is against her. Hey, Kelly, for neglect, whether it be emotional neglect, physical neglect, scholastic neglect, it's against her. She has a public defender to defend her in her own criminal case. You know, court-appointed attorneys are bound to defend the client's legal rights and not chase down YouTubers or TikTokers. He's defending her against the allegations brought by, and this piece of hair, and I don't know where it is driving me nuts. Oh, it's my head. Never mind. Brought by CPS. The state is charging her with these allegations, and they have the burden of proof to prove that what they're saying is true. Her attorney has the burden to prove that what they're saying is not true. This was brought on by the school district. It wasn't brought on by anybody else. Everything outside of that means nothing. What the people on TikTok and YouTube are doing is called commentary. And people have the right to commentate on her public behavior. She voluntarily posted online, and it's 100% protected by the First Amendment, unless the statements can be proven to be false. They're not fact-based, and they're not opinions. Everything that I say is my opinion. And I'm giving facts based on her claims. If the speaker acts in negligence or malice, it's not covered under the First Amendment. And if it could cause damages due to your false allegations. Lori's statements don't match her court filings, or it looks like fraud, or it's harassment. That's analysis. You know, stating the obvious with Lori, anything that the common person can see, that's analysis. It's commentary. Debunking her claims of this attorney, grabbed out his blue book. We haven't even gotten there yet. Grabbed out the blue book. The blue book is a book it's an old book. They update it all the time, but it's an old book. It's now online, and I don't know many attorneys that use the hard copy. Like there's one in the law library, there's one in the conference room, but it's all online, and it's AI now where you can type in, and I know this is a big word for Lori, a synopsis, like a breakdown of what you're looking for, and it'll pull up the statutes for you. I use it often. I also use LexisNexis. So you can get in there and get a legal synopsis of what you're looking for, and you're not spending hours and hours and hours looking up the different statutes and laws. So if the public defender is targeting these creators, where are the motions? I haven't seen anything. If she says she's got all this information and it's all going to be played in court, we'll get to that in a second. Where are the motions? You have to have a motion to bring this evidence in. Where's that at? Anybody been served? Because the defendant has to be notified that they're going to be part of an action. And in order to bring this evidence in, there has to be a motion to admit evidence. Where is that? Hmm. Um, if she's facing multiple cases, her CPS case, her eviction case, her protection order, what is she doing here? Why isn't she worried about those things? I watched Mickey Mouse this morning, and there was a video where Lori is like quoting a book. Sounds like she's taking parenting classes. It sounds like she's finally doing what is being asked of her to get these children back. She didn't come up with that on her own. She didn't come across this book on her own. She's finally doing what she needs to do. Um, the court date for the neglect is a closed case due to the fact that it's CPS and there are minors involved. That is closed. There are some people getting information. I'm not sure how they're getting it. I will not go look for that information because it's unethical. I can't do that. Um, when they seal a case and close it from the system, I'm not looking for it. It's none of my business. It's dealing with minors. But I'm not sure. There are some people getting information. I do not take that as I'm coming at you as a person or anything like that. If you're looking at the case, I can't look at it. So I am not sure when her next case, her next hearing is. I know that there's a hearing on the 1st for a protection order. I don't see that one on the docket either. But hey, lady, I'm pulling out my whole villain look here. My AirPods died, so I had to go to the Beats, and having all sorts of technical difficulties. You'd be so proud of me. Um, I don't see anything for Andy's protection order. I'm wondering if that got blended in with the neglect case, as did the guardianship. Like they merged the cases together because it's all dealing with the same parties and the same children. And right now the children are in the custody of the state of Indiana. So they may have merged them all together into one. Um, as far as the floppy disk, so let's see. They were used through the 1980s. The 5.25, which she keeps talking about. The 3.5 inch, the smaller ones, were used through the 90s. Well, thanks, Chrissy. Thank you very much, Villain. Yes, she's um, very much unhinged because I think something happened. I think a deadline was given to her. Give me 1 second to let the puppy out. This case has been going on for 7 months now. I appreciate it, Chrissy. I really do. Uh, so the courts are not going to drag it on forever. We saw that with Victoria, where they just stepped in and said, "Okay, enough." Um, Hi, Miss Cindy. I adore you. Oh my goodness. I hope everything is okay. Please let me know if there's anything you need. I am here. Um, the courts aren't going to drag it out forever, and they're going to put the parenting plan first, and she failed the parenting plan, and then they gave her a plan of action, and it doesn't seem like she's following through with any of her plan of action. It seems like she's just now going to parenting classes, where this is the first we're hearing of this gentle parenting stuff. So I think that's where she's getting more manic, because she's getting
what does she call it? She's having to be forced to stand on business. Yes, they give hard deadlines. This needs to be done. Look what Lisa Richards, she followed through with none of it. And the court was like, okay, done. We're not dragging the kids to this. I left the door open so the dog could come back in, and now the cat's going to go out. My life, it's a barnyard. I kid you not. I am keeping you in my prayers, Cindy. I love you. Keep us updated, okay? But right now she's being forced to stand on that business that she said that she's standing on, and I think it's a lot for her. You think about it, Lori's life is get up, eat, drink her frappes, go take a nap. Get up, eat, take the dogs out to go potty, yell at them, come back, take a nap. She's being forced to leave her house. She's being forced to do something. She's being forced to put effort into her children for the first time in 16 years. She's never put the effort into her kids. If it wasn't her kids doing for her and taking care of her, yeah, elevated, like her being elevated, yes. Um, in my opinion, I think she puts Fireball in her coffee and her frappes. She seems very much, and I've told this to Villain, her children are the true victims. Her children are paying the price for all of her horrible decisions. In my personal opinion, she acts a lot like my aunt Lori, and my aunt was an alcoholic, and the behaviors that I witnessed in this Lori are very much reminiscent of my aunt. Um, so I don't think that she's clean. I think she's doing something to circumvent any drug tests, which would be alcohol. Um, that is my personal opinion. Um, there was something I was going to mention. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. In my personal opinion, I think her mother kept her in line. I think her mother parented the children. I don't think Lori was ever left to parent them alone until her mother passed. Delta would show if she does enough of it. I guess Delta has to build up in your system. I am not super knowledgeable about drugs or addiction. I go to people that I know, and I will literally tell you, I missed addiction in my own daughter. I see it now, but I missed it when it was happening. I go to other people now. My daughter was in addiction before there was TikTok, and I had no idea, no idea. Um, yeah, I reach out, like I'll ask, my crew, hey, what is this? And if it comes to I can't get a hold of somebody, I research it. Um, yes, I agree. Her mother had to have been her caregiver. There's no way she's made it 45 years in life without knowing 90% of what she doesn't know. Thank you, Chrissy. Um, these floppy disks that she's talking about. So let's get back to that. She's trying to bring in evidence that there's no motion to introduce it, but she's trying to bring it in on a floppy disk that holds 1.44 megabytes, which is roughly 2 low-resolution photos or 50 Word documents. Let that sink in. She's going to later state in another video that she got it all on these floppy disks. They're universally obsolete. She didn't know how to rent the apartment. She did, and that was a whole mess. Modern computers don't have a floppy disk drive. I know. She said that she's been baptized. She's read the first Bible. What first Bible? Now she wants the Old Testament because she got a new Bible, and this Bible isn't like her first Bible. What? What? Give me 1 second. I'll play this. I'll play this real quick.
Themselves, where they saw the petition. Yeah, we got it all. Yeah. Be quiet, boy. So we got a floppy a disc today, is what we got to do. Damn, that's going to be a lot, bro. Ooh. That's a lot. I got a lot. Lots. Like probably over 1 million. Holy. And they know each and every person's name. They've done looked them up. Boy, you got a record, girl. You got a record. Ooh.
Who is looking them up? Boss lady? Because your attorney's not. He has no legal grounds to look them up. There's no way. I know she got baptized in her fishnets. No, thank you. I know, right? She wants the aromatic version. I know. She lies to lie. Like she reminds me of AR. She's got diabetes. This is insanity. The right people are her mods or boss lady, because her attorney has no legal grounds to bring these people in. They have nothing to do with her case that he's defending her on. So where she's getting this, oh, they've got all the right information. Good. I don't know who you're talking about, but it has nothing to do with your case. And you want to talk about people having backgrounds, girl, have you seen yours? You say in today's video that people can't find information on you in Florida because we don't know what county you were in. Do you know Florida has it by state? Most states do. You look up Indiana case search and it pulls up all of Indiana. You've got a record in Indiana, girlfriend. Florida case search, it pulls up all of Florida. We don't have to know what county you were in. And of course, in reference to your child's birth certificates, there's nothing in the entire state of Florida for those babies. The entire state. I don't need to know what county you're in. The database goes statewide. Exactly. State. Thank you, Chrissy. Yeah. No DNA given out here. No doxing, no private information. You, this lady hurts my head when it comes to the legal stuff because she thinks that she's so smart because she knows the word the blue book. I'm sure her attorney says I'll have to reference the blue book and see, what other like I don't know. I don't know what their private conversations are. I'm not going to speculate, but I'm sure he brought up to her, I will have to reference the blue book. Villain, I know a good attorney, and I know attorneys in Florida. So just keep your nose clean, lady. But when she talks, it hurts. She's stating that she has to get this floppy disk together. Courts don't accept floppy disks. If you're pro se, they will accept an external hard drive. Legal attorneys, paralegals, we have to do it through digital encryption. It has to be sent over through the clerk's office, like we have an online portal. And that helps preserve the chain of custody. I know, big word, Lori. It's how evidence is moved through the court system. Zip drive that can universally go into every computer, or electronic filing. That is funny. I guess most professions have a blue book, and I didn't know that till yesterday when I went to looking for the legal definition of a blue book so I could like explain it. Um, most professions have one. Yeah, Kelly Blue Book, right? No, there's the blue book of what is the incomplete title? I'll get it for you guys. I just know it is the blue book, and it's an app on the computer. The uniform system. Give me the cover. See, it just says the blue book. That's all it says. So it's the uniform system of statutes, I believe. Uniform system of citations. So like you go there and you could look up the statutes and case law. Good luck. That's another one. I'd like to remind everybody that we're in 2025, not 1995, so you cannot go into court with a floppy disk. You're going to need 1,000,000 of them for as much evidence as she says that she wants to put on this. It would be laughed out of the courtroom. You have the chain of custody, the authenticity, and the reproduction of, you have to be able to reproduce the evidence for discovery purposes. Tell me how you're going to reproduce floppy disks. When it's filed in the court system, Margaret, I highly recommend downloading it to your floppy disk. Make sure to clean out your drive to a floppy disk, guys. So let's see. I had to write all this down. Margaret texted me last night. She's like, I know it's late. And I'm like, I'm still up, girlfriend. I'm writing my stuff for tomorrow. This attorney, whatever information Lori is going to give him, has to all be forensically checked. You have to do forensics to find out where the information came from, if the information's been clipped, if the information is, created. Much like what DCFS did with Mickey Mouse's channel, they did the forensics and they saw that none of her videos are clips and nicks, whatever she called it. Well, I'm thinking the attorney would look at you and go, what year do you think this is? I don't believe people believe her. I think they hype her up, and I think they troll her. I think a lot of them troll her. There are a few, but I don't think. I think some of them are special needs, and I think she takes advantage of them. Kelly, I would love to sit in one of her. I would love to be the paralegal sitting in the attorney's office. I would just love it. Chrissy, I think people tell her something and she doesn't understand them. And she then takes it as, oh, they told me exactly what I needed to know. They agree with me. I'm doing great. I don't think that she understands what they're saying. there's also with this, the whole CD thing that she's stating, let's remember there is no motion. There's no petition. Like Villain hasn't been served, Mickey Mouse hasn't been served. Um, Whoever these people are, they've not been served with the petition to come to court. So what is the motion that they're going to bring forth to bring this evidence? There is none. No, Villain, you are not a felon. I covered that a little bit ago. I talked about you that with your permission, I did a background check under attorney's direction and had the attorney vet it. Villain is not. And right, Ravioli, the day is young. Please, no, no, just stay out of trouble. We like it that way. Thank you. Um, did she seductively Sarah followed you? I'd love to talk to these people. I know several of them have gone into villains' lives, and it's it's sad to hear how they were used, but they put themselves in that position to be used. The dog is talking to the cat. Okay, so I am going to finish this up. Hold, if I can get him to pay attention to his ball. Um, Lord, okay, my final commentary. Selfie queen, it's like just like you. If Villain were a felon, she'd own it. Like just like with the test results. If she had Hep C, she'd own it and she'd advocate and she'd talk about it. Like I don't understand where these people get that it's such a flex to be like, I know this, and you're lying. She's an open book. She's been an open book. I'm an open book. Many of you know me. Many of you know my past history. Like I don't have like a legal. I have a legal history. Mm, kind of. Many of you know that my daughter is a victim of human trafficking. Many of you know that I missed my oldest daughter's drug addiction. Many of you know that Dylan and I had a fallout. That's my history. I'm an open book. You want to talk about it? Let me know. We'll talk about it. Um, Two of a kind, you made the news. Oh my gosh. Girl, when you go big, you go big. Villain was in the paper. The villain didn't do it. You, on the other hand, you got charged, convicted, and were on the news. Way to go. I know a felon that was on the news. I'm going to keep covering this situation. I'm going to keep an eye on any updates regarding the petition for order protection. I do know there are some people going to court. I'm playing with the dog, so if I'm shaking, I'm sorry. I know there's some people going to court to talk as witnesses. When we know more, I'll let you guys know more. Do you guys have any questions? Do you want to continue to watch? I'm thinking most people watch this video. But remember, thank you guys. Just remember, not all people are safe. And protect yourselves. Don't listen to Lori. And I will be back with another live. Thank you so much, guys. Does anybody have any questions that I haven't answered? Thank you. You too, Villain. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next time. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still here. I lost my. Oh, you guys, I lost my screen. Can you believe this? Don't laugh at me. Hi. Are you kidding me? I went to end the stream and the whole page went away. Yay me. Have a great day, guys.